Today, I'm going to be talking about the topic of mass shootings. This is not easy for me, guys. You just cannot take threats with a grain of salt these days. You can never assume that anyone is bluffing about anything, especially with the littlest words like there's going to be hell to pay or you better watch your back. This day and age, with all these mass shootings, you never know, and you always have to take everything seriously nowadays. I've been misunderstood my entire life, and there was an incident back in 2017 when I was going into animation school. I was just thinking out loud to myself, and then Columbine, I said it out loud. People in the building, they thought I was gonna go into their suite and shoot them up. And yeah, my principal went through hell trying to convince them that was not going to happen. So still to this day, I feel guilt about that, how I put everybody in my school through jeopardy. They fought tooth and nail to try to convince them to not call the authorities, and still to this day I feel guilty about that, and I just don't know how to live with myself knowing that I caused that. And granted, everything was resolved and no authorities were called and no charges were pressed, and yeah, it goes to show you that you cannot take anything with a grain of salt these days. You cannot take the littlest threat with a grain of salt at all. And Guillermo, who I interviewed a while ago from the documentary Autism Goes to College, he went through a much harsher situation than mine. His was more severe because he literally said that he was going to shoot that person. Some advice that you guys should take: to not take things with a grain of salt and never assume that anyone is bluffing about anything when it comes to threats. And I desperately want to stop these mass shootings from happening, and I'm tired of seeing stuff in the news about mass shootings and going to school this day and age. I'm glad I was in the transitioning of leaving school when all this started happening, but even then, I just don't feel safe going onto the school campus these days. But that's where I want to step in. Let everybody know we should fight this together.